The second meme coin rally is just around the corner. We've seen coins like Bonk, Floki, all making a big move, but what's going on? And more importantly, when are we going to see things like Pepe start to rally once again? Well, we're going to try and break all of it down in this video. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So welcome back, everybody. Like I said, let's talk a little bit about Pepe, Shiba Inu, Bonk, everything else, the whole meme coin narrative. A lot of people think we are done in this space and that it is not going to come back around. I'm absolutely in a different headspace. I absolutely think we're going to see another massive rally on meme coins. I'm going to try and tell you a little bit about it in this video. So the overall market cap around $53.6 billion and our trading volume just under $6 billion. Now that is up against a backdrop of about $56 billion in the wider cryptocurrency. So 10% pretty much of the entire volume going through cryptocurrency right now is going through meme coins. That is an interesting thought. But what do we have when we look at it? We've things like Pepe still holding the number 4 spot in the meme narrative. Floki and Bonk have been on an absolute rampage over the last 24 hours. So what's happening? What's going on? Well, if we take things like Bonk, Floki, Shiba Inu, they have all had a pretty meteoric rise in the last kind of 24 to 48 hours, namely driven by excitement, utility, burns, and much more. We've seen Bonk as an example with that Bonk bot that people are really starting to utilize and trade against. Equally, Floki and Shiba Inu are absolute staples in this space. They're core projects, been around forever, that people like to get involved in, and more importantly, have big community. Shiba Inu is an example, about 1.2 million holders out there. But the one I want to talk a little bit about is Pepe. No one seems to be talking about Pepe. I've discussed Pepe at length. I talked about it all the way through the bear market that said, if Pepe got to a bull market, expect some pretty crazy things. Now, you would be wrong to believe Pepe has had its moment in time. I still think there is some pretty substantial moves. And I bring it back to Shiba Inu. All of those months ago when we talked about it, following in the footsteps of SHIB, I absolutely think the 2024 bull market, 25 bull market is aligned for Pepe as it was for Shiba Inu. We're even seeing it playing out in terms of holder growth and, more importantly, in price points. So what's going to happen? Are we expecting a move on Pepe? Well, the answer, in my opinion, is yes. And I'm going to tell you a little bit why I think it is. So here is some of the liquidity levels that has been trading on Pepe. For those of you that are in my live streams, and if you're not, you definitely should come and check them out, 4 p.m. Eastern every single day. These are liquidity points or liquidation points for where people are leveraging against Pepe. And what we can see here is that we came down and grabbed a lot of this lower level liquidity, and now we're starting to pull back to the upside. You can see here, breaking is zero. There's a strong amount of liquidity starting to build in the upper time frame. This is on the monthly chart as well, so it's giving us an indication of ultimately where it's going to go. Now, there's a couple of key narratives that sit behind this. One, we are continuing to see holder growth, 206,000 holders of Pepe right now, and some of those holding pretty substantial bags. What's great is when you can go into CoinMarketCap and ultimately have a look at in terms of analytics, you can ultimately see what is going on, what people are holding. And again, you can take a look here on Pepe right now in terms of what they have. You can see a significant amount holding a pretty large bag, and equally this starting to grow in terms of the orange bag. You can see the whale holdings here as well. So we do know that lots of people are incredibly bullish on Pepe. So the big question has to be, what is going on with the price? Are we about to see a move? Well, the Fibonacci extensions or retracements are a very good tool to give us an indication. You see they're 1.38% now, WIF down about 3.5%, which is always interesting, that correlation between Pepe and WIF. But we broke through the 236, which I've talked about for such a long time, breaking the 236 being critical. We used it here 5 times as resistance. We finally get the break. We want to see this push to the 382. The number we're looking for, in my opinion, is the 618, which should be up around this range, around the 843 range. Why do we need to get to that point? Well, we used it as resistance quite a lot, but didn't manage to break through. When we did, we actually saw a break all the way up, nearly testing that 1100 level. And I think that's where, in my opinion, Pepe could absolutely start going to. Now, here is something else to be mindful of. We finally get a nice MACD cross. The last time we got this, look at this big run up all the way to that big price point that we've talked about back here in the overall all-time high. So in my opinion, I think there's lots to come. You only have to look at things like Floki and Bonk to see what the explosive nature of meme coins are. And that's why I think Pepe's got the run, a fifth of the size of Shiba Inu, but I think going to be bigger in this bull market. We'll see. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite meme coin is. What are you buying? What are you holding? And ultimately, what are you looking to make in this bull market? I'm always interested to know your thoughts. As ever, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this content. Check out some of the links in the description. We're actually launching our own token right here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel, Marbits, coming this summer. We'd love you to come and join the Telegram. Get paid to raid. Come and see what we're all about. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.